The King James Bible, New Testament, Mark chapter 8 Stats and Facts Review and Study. Chapter, verse, and word counts. Mark chapter 8 verse 33 has the most words at 30 words. You can see the Mark chapter 8 verse total count at 38 verses, the average word all of Mark chapter 8 verses at 22 words per verse, as well as the average verse word counts for both the complete Old Testament, New Testament, and both combined to get a comparison of Mark chapter 8 word per verse count comparisons. Top 25 most used word counts found in Mark chapter 8. You can see the most frequent words in Mark chapter 8 and the word count for each ordered by word count. As well, you can compare that to the total times those words are used in the whole of each Old Testament, New Testament, and both Old and New Testament combined. Top 50 least used words found in chapter 8. You can see the least frequent words in Mark chapter 8 and the word count for each. As well, you can compare that to the total times those words are used in the whole of each Old Testament, New Testament, and both Old and New Testaments. You can see one word in yellow highlight Dalmanutha, which instance is only found one time in all the Bible, making that a rare occurrence only found in Mark chapter 8. Counts of names, places, and topics. You can see different topics, names, and places, as well as their word counts in Mark chapter 8. You can see 3 places listed at the bottom in orange as places, lands, and landmarks. You can see 2 rows in purple for peoples and groups. You can see 2 rows highlighted in yellow Philippi and Dalmanutha having only 1 to 6 usages in the whole Bible. You can see the total counts for all the listed topics in the New Testament, Old Testament, and both combined out to the right. Verse counts and the words incurring the related references pointing out of Mark chapter 8 chapters and verses. You can see in yellow the total outbound references pointing out Mark chapter 8 at 7 references, as well as the counts per each verse in Mark chapter 8 and the average outbound reference per verse at 0.2 per verse, and see the per verse rates for the Old Testament, New Testament, and both to the right for comparison. In red, you can see the out references by destination of either Old Testament or New Testament ordered by counts. In blue, you can see 5 out references to the destination Bible books Luke through Jeremiah ordered by counts. In green, you can see 6 words in Mark chapter 8 that incur the related outbound reference counts to other Bible verses ordered by the count used. Verse counts and the words incurring the related references pointing into Mark chapter 8 verses. You can see in yellow the total inbound related references pointing into Mark chapter 8 at 5 references, as well as the counts per each verse in Mark chapter 8 and the average inbound reference per verse at 0.1 per verse, and the per verse rates for the Old Testament, New Testament, and both to the right for comparison. The rate of 0.1 inbound references per verse is very low compared to other rates found in the Bible. In red, you can see the inbound references by origin source of either Old Testament or New Testament ordered by counts. In blue, you can see the 4 inbound references into Mark chapter 8 verse references by Origin Bible books Luke through Jeremiah ordered by counts. In green, you can see the 5 words that incur the related inbound reference counts into Mark chapter 8 from other Bible verses ordered by the count used. Footnote definitions counts. You can see in red the footnote type and counts of topical guide with 9 counts, as well as Greek translation at 3 counts and 2 obscure word count found in Mark chapter 8.